back to That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And we just got finished watching the season finale of The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2.
Oh, Season 2, Episode 8.
Yes.
If history was a conflagration.
Yes.
And I don't even know what that means.
Neither do I.
Let's look it up right now.
Yeah. Conflagration, an extensive fire which destroys a great deal of land or property.
There was some fire in this episode.
There was.
So that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a conflagration.
Let's talk about this conflagration.
Let's do it. Starts out, we have Maggie locked up by none other than the Dama.
Is she tied to the wall?
She is tied to the wall by every limb. Yes.
John Kramer style?
She is.
I want to play a game.
Yeah. She's tied to the wall.
I did enjoy the interaction. Finally, these two characters meet.
Yes, because they've never been in the same room
The
before.
Dama and Maggie meet. I love when two strong characters meet, or two personalities that clash. I just love just seeing that play out.
The conversation.
It's just interesting as hell to me.
Yeah.
And they both have a conversation about they both have different ideas for what kind of leader Herschel's
what kind of
gonna be.
world they want. Yeah.
What about Herschel though? The Dama's talking like she's gonna raise him or something.
Yeah, she's trying to mold him into what she wants, the kind of man she wants him to become. And Maggie just wants him to have a nice, as normal of a life that she can give him.
How normal can it be in this apocalypse though?
Exactly.
I don't know. He's not really gonna be a Boy Scout.
No.
It ain't happening, dude. But the Dama's nuts anyway. I don't think he's not gonna be
in good hands there. No.
No, he's gonna wind up worse than the Croat with
Yeah.
a missing ear.
He was gone this episode. No Croat.
Where's he at?
He was going back to Croatia, I think. He was trying
Croatia?
Yeah, that's where he's from.
But he's the Croat.
Yeah, that's why he's called the Croat. He's
That's
from Croatia.
No, but I think he walked off last episode.
Yeah, he did.
Interaction between Maggie and the Dama was awesome.
Very interesting, very interesting. And the Dama's basically saying to her, listen, I know that you want Negan dead, and so do I. So I need you to go and kill him and take care of that for me. She brings up all this painful memories, of Glenn and of her father, her mother, her sister, all the loss that she's endured. She's like, don't you want an end to it?
She's manipulating him just like she manipulated her. Or she's trying to manipulate Maggie, saying, go after Negan, basically fight my battles for me.
Yeah.
And with Maggie's past, you don't have to really convince her that much.
Yeah.
Because she's still not over the whole Glenn thing from season 4 or whatever the hell
Season 7, episode 1. I only know because it broke my heart, and I've never been able to rewatch it.
I was just saying it was a while ago.
Yeah, season 7, episode 1. I do remember, yes.
God, you're like a talking IMDb.
Yeah.
What the hell? Technically, that's season 7.
Yeah.
We see Negan exactly where we saw him leave off last episode. He's still with Ginny.
Yes.
Jenny's still hooked up to the oxygen machine. And Order Kid.
Benjamin Pierce.
Yeah, he comes down and he says stuff's about to go down. They need you upstairs. So Negan's like, all right, the show's about to start. By the way, Benjamin Pierce turns out to be Eugene 2.0.
Utterly, completely, stone cold Negan.
He is.
He totally cowards out because New Babylon shows up and he basically says, I'm with you guys.
Yeah.
Basically, it reminded me of
the flip-flopping Eugene used to do.
Remember Eugene's like, I'm Negan, I was always Negan?
Yeah.
See, I was Negan before we met.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of that.
I miss our old crew of friends. Yeah, I miss the show.
No, but this is the Negan of that show to me now.
The Eugene of the show, yeah.
I'm like, you totally wussed out like Eugene, bro.
Yeah.
Talking about two awesome characters meeting and great interactions, we get another one in this episode. Negan and Bruegel. These two strong personalities meet, opposing sides. Bruegel walks in with this big statue. Negan has a feast prepared, but they turn out to both be booby traps.
Yes.
But by the way, that was a great interaction.
That was.
I just love Negan. Neagle.
Neagle?
I combined both their names.
Smeagol?
Schmeagol?
Yeah. From Lord of the Rings.
I don't know. I just love Negan's cocky personality. It really comes in. He stays calm no matter what personality he's in.
Yes.
So yeah, he's just like, let's just eat the food and feast. And he's snacking on food. Turns out the table turns into some zombie booby trap, which was awesome to see. It flips up, and then they're shooting fire from each church stand.
Yeah, they have a flamethrower.
Yeah.
And Bruegel's able to actually get a hold of one and sets Negan's guy on fire.
Yeah.
And and Negan slips away, Pearlie slips away, and Bruegel follows.
I thought that was an intense battle scene too. Very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and then we saw Negan.
There goes again, Negan.
We saw Negan actually like swing around Lucille, like just like
the old days.
But it's cool to see some Negan action. So he's taking walkers' heads off of Lucille.
He is.
It was pretty intense.
He catches up to Bruegel and Pearlie and has them both get on their knees, and Maggie is hiding around the corner watching this whole interaction, and it is such a moment of like PTSD for her because he starts doing the eeny, meeny, miny, mo, just like from season 7, episode 1.
But the last episode, he warned us he was going to be old school Negan again.
He
so
did.
I thought we would see some callbacks and it would be appropriate.
Yeah.
So, took out Bruegel. Totally awesome.
In a very gross way.
Yeah. Freddy Krueger burned his face off.
He made him drink gasoline and then set his throat on fire.
He's like, you want the methane? Take it. And then he sets his face on fire, and then like Lucille's his face while it's on fire.
Ugh.
Dude.
It was pretty sick. It was a cool gory kill. It was pretty sick.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
And then Pearlie gets up, starts running. He goes after Pearlie, and that's where Maggie steps in, and she totally like literally backstabs Negan.
Yeah, she stabs him
as he's like
about to hit
metaphorically and physically.
Yes.
She backstabs Negan as he's about to attack Pearlie.
She does.
So, oh man, that was so intense.
It was an intense scene.
No, but like it was emotional to the point where Negan, all he cared about was just the well-being of Ginny. So he's literally on his knees crawling to her cell, and by this time we see that Ginny has turned.
Just like what was Carol's daughter in season 2.
Yeah, no, but for me in particular, it reminded me of like when Negan's sick wife turned.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like that. We saw Negan break down because he lost somebody he was close to again.
Yeah.
And this is like where we see like the strongest of strong characters become vulnerable again.
Yes.
He actually had to put her down. It was an emotional scene.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan's acting in this scene was like phenomenal. You really felt his grief and his sadness and his hurt, and it really came through on the screen. And I really liked his acting in this scene. I thought it was really well done.
And I do like how all 3 of the characters who were literally just trying to kill each other, they all came together right after this.
Yeah.
I guess at that moment they realized there's more important stuff to be going on than like killing each other. Because Pearlie in the next scene is literally helping Negan after Negan tried to kill him.
Yeah.
He pulls the knife out of his back, bandages him up.
Yeah.
And it looked like a serious...
It was a really deep gash.
It was a serious wound.
Yeah,
dude.
it was icky. And after this happens, Maggie heads back to where Herschel and the Dama are, and the Dama's listening as Herschel is just so angry with Maggie. There's just a big rift in between these two.
What was he angry about now? I thought he was angry because his mom went after Negan again.
No, I think he was angry because she couldn't go through with killing him and like starting the Dama's plans, like what the Dama wants for New York City.
No, because I really think of it different, because in previous episodes, he was mad at his mom for not being over the whole Negan thing.
Yeah.
So to see his mom go off on a Negan like hunt is like not what he wanted at all.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's mad about.
Yeah, and they just can't repair that rift, and she basically just says, listen, like, I'm here for you, and I'm gonna stay in the city. And he storms, like, he's just so angry and hurt.
Did he leave with the Dama?
Yeah, he stayed with the Dama.
He stayed with the Dama. So we see Maggie, Pearlie, and Negan all together.
Yeah.
And the episode actually wraps up on like a great voiceover, and he pointed out that it was Roxanne's voiceover.
Roxanne, a figurine that Pearlie had gotten from her, he starts off narration at the end of the episode about how a man comes to a fork in the middle of the road. He could go right or left, to the past or to the future. And as he's going off on this tangent, on this speech, Maggie and Negan voiceover as well, and they're basically saying neither the right or the left are the right choice, that we have to go forward together. We have to move on together. So it ends with the 3 of them together, and as New Babylon is taking over New York City, and the Dama and Herschel are overlooking this from a high building.
To me, this has got to be a setup for Dead City season 3.
I would think so, yeah.
Go together, go forward to where? Especially when we got Herschel and the Dom on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe they'll all meet and we'll have like a Avenger Endgame.
Avengers! Assemble.
Thing where everybody comes together for.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. AMC. Where's my big movie or last season of The Walking Dead? Okay?
Daryl's still in Paris.
Yeah.
We got Rick and Michonne.
They're home.
Yeah, they're back home, but Daryl's still in Paris.
Yeah, I thought the season 2 was pretty good. There are certain slow parts
unless we're
and stuff,
wrong,
but
this is the final premiere?
I believe I looked at IMDb and this was the last episode listed for this season.
Well, we just looked up Conflagration. Let's look up again if this is the last episode.
Let me look it up. Season 2, episode 8 was the last episode.
Damn.
We watched the season finale.
I'm convinced there's going to be another season.
There probably will be, unless they're not going to be greenlit for another season and they're just all going to come together in the one final movie or season or episode, whatever it is, where they all, Rick, Michonne, Carol, Daryl, Negan, Maggie, everybody's back together.
But they're going to do that with unfinished business from the Dama?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I hope, that's what I'm waiting for.
I don't know. I think they got to finish their business with the Dama.
Yeah, I would watch another season. I love these characters.
The Croat's still wandering around out there. I mean,
we don't know where he is. Did he make it to Croatia?
I don't know, and Negan still has a wicked knife wound in his back, so I hope he's okay.
Yeah, me too. But overall, I really enjoyed the season 2.
It was great.
Really great to see Negan and Maggie and Herschel again.
It was better than season 1.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed both. I thought they were pretty good.
Well,
yeah.
It moved along nicely with the first season.
Yeah.
At least. Like, I thought they both really were good.
Yeah. Make sure you guys comment down below. Let us know your thoughts if you watched season 2 of The Walking Dead, Dead City. What did you think? Are you sick of The Walking Dead? Are you happy to see our characters back again? We want to know all your opinions. Please leave them down below. We also have a YouTube members page, a Horror Couple Homies.
Sign up.
If you want to join, it's $2.99 a month. You can hit the join button. If not, we just appreciate if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, I'm Kaylee.
I'm Rob.
And we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Check out our Spread Shop store as well, and we will see you guys soon.
Peace.